Good evening, everyone. So today we have with us Shilpa Krishnan Shukla, the director of the film TASHI, which is going to be screened soon in Guwahati International Film Festival. So come, let's talk with her. So ma'am, first of all, I would like to welcome you to 11th International Guwahati Film Festival. And as this is your second visit to Guwahati, I think first time you visited in 2016. What do you feel about Assam? Anything you would like to share?
So yes, as you rightly pointed out, the first time I came to Guwahati was in 2016. I brought another film of mine that time to Guwahati. So what I really felt about Assam and my experience that time was how warm everyone was, the sort of hospitality we received. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart, because I'm not a professional filmmaker. I make films as a hobby. So my films are really, really small. But even then, to get the sort of reception that we got here at Guwahati, I think it just shows the bigness of the people's heart here. So I feel very welcomed. I'm very excited to be back. I haven't had a chance to go around, so I haven't really seen the beauty of the place, but I've seen the beauty of the people.
Thank you. And now I would like to ask you a few questions related to the movie TASHI. So what are the hurdles that you overcome during the making of the movie?
So like I mentioned, I'm not a professional filmmaker, right? So I make my films in a very, very, very tiny budget. So there is a lot of issues that come because of that. I had 5 people acting in TASHI, and I had a crew of 5, which included myself. So obviously it's a very small setup, and we made a 93-minute film. TASHI is 93 minutes, and it's like a feature film. But we had to do it with very little resources. So that really was a challenge, I would say. The other challenge is that I made the film in Singapore, but I got my crew, which is my cinematographer, cameraman and sound person, to Singapore. And because they had to come from India, I had to make sure the shoot is done very quickly. So the whole 93-minute film was done actually in just 8 days, which was very challenging as well. So yeah.
And ma'am, according to our sources, we came to know that TASHI has been recognized in more than 10 film festivals. So what are your expectations from this film festival?
See, I think just being accepted into a film festival is a great recognition, it's a great honor, and I find it my absolute privilege to be invited back here with TASHI. My only, it's not an expectation, but I would say it's a prayer, is that people enjoy the film. I really do want, obviously I really hope for a positive reaction to the film, but beyond that, not really. I think this is already success that I'm here today. So.
Being a filmmaker, which part do you feel is the most difficult? I mean, shooting, then editing, and which is the most difficult part that you think?
So I'm the writer and the director and the producer. So I think being all three is a bit difficult. Honestly, I wish I could be a director who just directs and then I don't have to manage the production aspect of it. That's my wish. So yeah, so I think for me personally, it is the production challenges, like logistics, doing PR and marketing, all those are very difficult for me. But I love writing. I love rehearsing with my cast. I love shooting and editing and sound and music. All that I absolutely love, and I don't find any difficulty with those.
I've come to know that you are from marketing background.
Yes.
You do a job in marketing, and how do you manage time for making a movie between your job and personal life?
It is very difficult. So yes, I'm a marketing director with a pharmaceutical company. I've been working for last, I think, 13 years or so. So I think that helps, because it's never like, oh, I used to be a filmmaker and then I went to marketing, or I started marketing and then I decided to be a filmmaker. I've been doing this hand in hand ever since I graduated. So it's always been a part of my life, and I always think that if I do only marketing, I will go mad. And if I do only filmmaking, then I don't have money.
Yeah.
So I need both. So I try to invest and prioritize both. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And as you are not from Assam, and we have heard that you are currently working on an Assamese anthology. So, what would you like to say about that?
So I am making an anthology of Indian regional language films. So Assamese is one of the short films in that anthology. And I'm making the other languages are Gujarati, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Punjabi, Marathi, and Bengali. Right? So it was great to have an Assamese film in the anthology because it's very difficult to find Assamese actors in Singapore. So I really had to search for one until I found one lady. So I'm looking forward to it.
And other than this movie, which we just talked about, do you have any future plans for making movies in Assam or with Assamese artists? And how is your experience working with Jyoti Setia, the sound designer of TASHI?
So Jyoti was my sound designer and editor even for my previous film, There's Always Tomorrow. And here he was also the on-location sound recorder. So he actually was one of the people who came to Singapore for the shoot. So he's like family to me. I've only had great experiences with Assamese people. So I would love to make a film in Assam. I would love to work with more Assamese people. So if the blessing is there, then I will do it definitely.
And what suggestions would you give to the filmmakers of Assam for the growth of Assamese cinema?
See, I think for me, I make movies just for my own satisfaction, for my own joy. So what I would say is more to budding filmmakers, like the ones who want to make but who are scared to make. I would say as long as you have a story, just take a phone and make a film, because there's no better way to learn filmmaking. That's what I did. I learned by making films. So that's my only recommendation, only suggestion. And the more we make, the more we learn, and then we make better and better films.
Okay, ma'am. That's a very good advice for the new filmmakers, and we wish you good luck for all your upcoming projects. And as your movie TASHI is going to screen today, we wish you all the best, and we look forward to watch your movie. Thank you so much.